Welcome, young learners. In today's session, we are going to be focusing on an interesting writing skill activity. You have learned all about writing a dialogue or conversation between two or more people in one of the previous chapters. You would notice that in movies or plays that a particular actor or actress is rendering a solo speech to express his or her feelings and thoughts inside his or her mind. This is called a monologue, since it's a single person talking to himself or giving a speech to others. If we draw a comparison, a dialogue is a conversation between two or more people. A monologue is a long speech or rendition by a single person. It could basically be just a single person speaking to a room full of people while the others are quiet, or in the form of a soliloquy where the actor is alone on stage and is speaking aloud those thoughts in his mind for the benefit of the audience. Either way, a monologue does not involve more than one person. A monologue can be in the form of a speech or reflection or thoughts that are personal, where the speaker is communicating to an audience or narrating an incident that he or she wants to share or is of importance. In this clip, you will be learning all about writing a monologue. The following are some of the important points that should be kept in mind while enacting a monologue. Since it is going to be you penning down your inner thoughts and feelings, you should be able to literally feel, remember, and visualize the situation you are dramatizing all over again. While writing a monologue, it is important to select a character appropriate to one's age. The pitch, tempo, and rhythm in expressive voice are very important in order to enhance the experience. Yelling might kill the interest of the audience. You must be able to convey the mood of the monologue efficiently using the right words, phrases to grab the attention of the reader or the audience. Expressive movements are necessary to create the right kind of atmosphere to entertain and engage the audience. Let's consider an example of a monologue. You need to write a monologue about a young child who suddenly feels that his dad doesn't care for him as much as he used to. First, you need to imagine yourself as an 8 to 10 years old kid who is angry with his father because of some incident before writing this monologue. Next, you must describe the incident in detail. Your thoughts and your feelings towards your father must be written clearly. You can also use interrogative or exclamatory sentences to convey your thought process clearly to the reader. Try to write the monologue in the same manner you think. You can then end the monologue by writing what happened after the incident. Try to complete your monologue in 100 to 150 words. Now that you have got your pointers, let's start writing. Let's begin with the title of the monologue. Since you're talking about your father, you could write, "That's my dad." Since you are recollecting the incident, describe your age and the incident in detail. I guess I must have been about 8. I couldn't have been much younger, for then I would not have remembered the incident so well. It was the first time my dad took me to a stadium to watch a cricket match. I guess I must have eaten too much junk food, because I suddenly had to go to the bathroom. I wasn't sure my dad would let me go by myself, but the home team was bowling really well and taking wicket after wicket of our opponents, and Dad really didn't want to miss anything. I was thrilled. When you are 8, finding the men's room by yourself is a real grown-up adventure. Next, move on to the twist in the incident which made you get angry at your father. Voice your inner thoughts and feelings using interrogative or exclamatory sentences. When I got back close to my seat, I could see a guy on it. This total stranger was in my seat and he was talking to my dad. My dad had his arm around the guy's shoulder and they were laughing. He had put his arm around my shoulders like that. All I could think was, who is he talking to? Why is he here? That's my seat. I only left it for 5 minutes. That's my dad. You go to the men's room for 5 minutes and suddenly your seat and place is taken by a stranger. Remember that you are just an 8-year-old kid who has been hurt by this simple incident. Try to express your emotions that you felt at that moment and conclude the incident. I just stood there. I guess I was close to tears. A guy in a blue shirt came up and tried to find out what was wrong. I showed him my ticket and he guided me to my seat. When we got there, the guy in my seat stood up to let me sit down and I saw who it was. Students, you have now written a monologue on a topic given to you. A key to writing monologues is to understand your thoughts and feelings and putting it into words. You can read the other sample examples given in your book and try to write a few monologues on your own.